Hi everyone. Welcome to today's office hour. You're welcome to today's office hour, and we'll go through some questions that we have. How are you all doing, and how has learning been? I just want to interact with you guys for some time before we go into what we really have for the day. Just let me know how has learning been for you. What's the most challenging thing about learning? Okay. I'll just wait for your response on the chat box. What your most challenging thing about the Zuri training? It may not be just your NodeJs, but generally, what's the most challenging stuff you've encountered? Okay, especially for those who are just starting out newly. Okay, this is your first exposure to programming. This is your first exposure to JavaScript. This is your first exposure to backend development. Okay, let me know what are the challenges you are having, and I just want to get some reaction from you guys. Okay. Okay. For those that are saying there are no videos or there are no resources for conditionals, okay, you can go to there's one of that resource, GitHub resource that we had. I think that was week 2. In week 2, the GitHub resource we had, okay, week 2, that should be last week. Just go through that GitHub resource. Number 3 is making decisions with JavaScript, and I think that's where conditionals are. Okay, making decisions with JavaScript. Yes, that's where conditionals are. So just go through that week 2 resource. Like I said, that GitHub resource. Basically, every thing in that GitHub resource that is all 4 topics that was handled there. Well, we ought to go through it. Okay, we ought to go through it. Okay, I'll just for those so this is what we'll do. We have very few questions, and then we'll go over to that GitHub resource, okay, and then we'll try to do together, okay, and we would like to get your input. So for those people that are listening, you will be pretty active. Today will be an active class. We'll go through it together, okay. We'll go through the pre-lecture quiz together, and then we'll go through the just till when our time is up, we'll go through what we have here together. Is there anything I need to do? Okay, extra explanation on I would do. And then if we can get to the post-lecture quiz before our time is up, fine. If we can't, we'll just call it a day. Anyway, we stop. But basically, I just want to go through that resource with you, okay? So the questions I have here, some people, I know that so many resources have been week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7 resources. They're already in the post channel, and the task are already out in the task section, and basically, but like I said earlier, okay, we won't be going through any question that's not meant for the week, okay. So I've seen a couple of questions. I've seen a couple of questions that are not pertaining to this week resource. I've seen questions on Replits. We're not using replits now. Okay. So I've seen questions on guessing game. We're not doing that now. I think that's for next week. So I won't be answering such questions now. And I may not answer such questions next week if the person does not resubmit the question in next week's form. There's going to be a new form for next week, just as there's a new form for this week. The form we're using this week was different from the one we used last week, and like that. We're using new forms every week, okay? And so the question, person will have to ask the question, okay, maybe on Monday. The form will be out. Okay, I normally post the form early morning Monday, but I think for next week's question form, office hour question form, it will be posted on Sunday. Latest by Sunday night, it should be on the post section of your elements. So you should be able to ask your question. Okay, it will go that way for efficiency and for more productivity. Okay, so I just have only one question here regarding this risk today's task. Okay. Not much of a question. It's just someone asking for something. Okay. No question, basically, from what I can see from the question form. I don't know. It's either you guys, the resources are self-explanatory, that you do not need. It answers all your questions, and everything is just so broken down. Everything is just so simple, easy to understand, that you don't have questions, or you don't understand and you don't even know where the issue is coming from, and that's why you don't even have any question for now, but because you don't understand. The last one is being that you have not started with the resources. You've not started going through the resources, hence you don't have any questions. So which of these three categories is it? You can just let me know in the chat box. Okay, Zuri is not doing anything to, okay, like this question you were supposed to ask it with the form, okay, because I am not going to be answering questions on the from the live chat. Live chat is just for me to get your responses, okay? Or when we're having live sessions like what we did on Friday, okay, I can now get questions from the chat box, from the chat, live chat. But basically, we are not opening task again, so there's not going to be any opportunity for people that have missed task to submit their task once it expires. So basically, if you have not done week 2 task, forget about week 2, okay, task. Make sure you go through the courses, okay. Make sure you go through the task. Make sure those tasks you can be able to answer them and give your accurate answers to those questions, and then move on to week 3. What is done is done. Just avoid making that same mistake for week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, and week 7. Okay, so you'll be able to get enough points to qualify you for project phase. Okay, this is 5 points. Week 2, week 3, okay, 5 points. The grading is still ongoing. Okay, task will be graded. We are moving as fast as we can. Okay, we're moving as fast as we can, but just be rest assured your task will be graded. Okay. So I will just share my screen so that we can go through that resource. Okay. Questions are to be posted in the question form. There's a questions form week 3 NodeJs question form. Okay, NodeJs office hour questions for week 3. Okay, that's the title of the form. Node.js office hour questions for week 3. And it's in the post channel or post segment of your dashboard. If you go to your this thing, okay, of your dashboard, basically. Okay, don't go to the you have task, you have post. If you go to post is where you see resources. If you look for one of the post content that was uploaded on Monday, it was uploaded in the morning. Monday morning. Monday was 10th. So it was uploaded on the 10th, and it was uploaded in the morning. If you go there, you will see it. Okay. For those people that are saying week 1 task hasn't been graded, the last time I checked, Node.js didn't release a task for week 1. There was no task for you guys to do for week 1 based on Node.js, apart from the general task. Okay, you have general task. I'm not talking about general task. The general task, everybody did it. But there was no specific Node.js task for week 1, last time I checked. So I don't know why someone would be saying, okay, your week 1 task had not been graded here. Okay, this is Node.js. Maybe if you're often full stack, you are doing front end and back end. So you should be able to differentiate which one is a front end task and which one is a back end task. Okay. And basically I'm only responsible for backend task. Okay, backend resources, backend task. Okay. The points necessary for qualification for project phase will be communicated to you guys as we go forward. So I'll just go through new share. Let's see. Okay. Okay, the screen ought to have changed now. So the resource. I think I'll just go to history. No. Okay. All right. Can't find it from there. Okay. Okay, I think this is. Wow. Okay. That that resource. Okay, I just went back, and then it brought me here, and it's a lot of things are here. A lot of things are here. That resource is like 1 in a million resource. So you have beginner series to Node.js, beginner series to JavaScript. On your own, you can just go there, come here, beginner series to JavaScript, and then beginner series to Node.js. Let me basically just look for the actual link. Okay. Post. Okay, sorry. I think that was it. It is it. I'll just copy the link. So you go to, this is the resource I'm talking about, week 3 Node.js resource loops. Okay, JavaScript. I think this is it. This is the same resource. I think it was still posted in week 3. So I don't know why somebody said there are no conditionals. Okay, this is the week 3 post for week 3, and it's still the same link we're using, basically. Still the same link. Okay, where will I find this? Okay, this is it. So let me see. Yeah. Okay, I'll just replace the link here. Okay, so I can actually go back, just click this web there for beginners, okay, here, and it should take me to where I saw that plenty things that I said that can be helpful to you. So you have beginner series to JavaScript, beginner series to Node.js, and then you have other linked lessons, getting started, just introduction to programming, basic JavaScript, data types, making decisions with JavaScript. This is all the, yeah. For those that are full stack, okay, we're doing full stack, you can go to HTML, CSS, just a lot of things to do, okay? A lot of things to do. Wow, this, and okay, a lot of and this is just for, there are others here for those that are into, I want to go into IoT, data science, AI, machine learning. A PDF, you can get the PDF from here and all that. Okay, so really great stuff, really great stuff. But for Node.js, I think this will interest you more. Beginner series to Node.js. I'll just open it. Let us do a sneak peek. Let us do a little exploration before we continue. Okay, so we have a lot. Okay, what is Node.js and why you should learn it, videos, how to install Node.js on Linux, okay, how to install Node.js on Windows, and all that. A lot of videos on Node.js. Okay. Okay. You can use this as a, how will I put it, for further knowledge, okay? But the main material I'll be using are the ones that we post for you, the videos we post on the post channel. This can be something you use to further learn. It's from the Microsoft Ignite program, okay? From the Microsoft Ignite program, basically. So we would just go through what we have. So we're supposed to making decisions with JavaScript. This is where we are, and this is what we are doing. So like I said, we will take the pre-lecture. Okay, so we'll just take the let's start making decisions. The following operator is called equality. A comparison JavaScript returns compare Boolean. Okay, I'm just doing I'm not supposed to do this. Okay, so what I would just want you to do is you can just give me the answers on the chat box and I will just impute. So sorry for that. I'll just going through those. This question, is in JavaScript means okay. Can I just get the answer from you guys? I'll just stay here. Okay. Okay, so basically we have completed the quiz. Okay. So the quiz is done. So we'll go back to making decisions and so basically making decisions and controlling the order in which your code runs makes your code reusable and robust. So basically one of the reasons why we use decisions in programming is to make our code reusable, number one, and then to make it robust. So I can say if I'm trying to know, I know, okay, let's take for instance, I know Samuel is the backend mentor, okay, for Zuri training, okay, backend Node.js mentor for Zuri training. So I want to be able to identify there are a lot of tracks, okay, there are tracks, different tracks, and I want to just identify the one that is Node.js. So I can say if mentor for tracks is Samuel, then that track itself is Node.js. Okay. If mentor for track is Samuel, then that track is Node.js. Okay. That's one. I can just do it like that. And for every point in time when I want to use Node.js, the Node.js track, implement something about the Node.js track, you know, that function, I can put it in a function, and that function will always be called, okay? Because you have to test it. It can be used for testing also. When you are doing passwords, okay, when you are doing username and password or email, okay, login details, very easy. That's one of the applications, live applications to it. Login details. Okay, so I want to log in. I have some people log in with username and password, or email and password, or username and email and password. So for those that use email, I'll say if the inputs, whatever it has been inputted, if email, okay, if email has @sign, then it should go through. Okay, or if email does not have @sign, display an error. This error should be, it's an error, okay, basically. And if that's just a live application. For the password, all characters, if characters, it must, let us say for instance, it must start with a capital letter, and it must have a special character like underscore, $, those special characters. Those that can be, you can use your if statement to be able to structure that, okay, and make your code, like I said, robust. That's the whole essence of being robust. Okay. So this section we will go through the syntax. Okay. A brief recap on. So we had booleans first. Booleans can be only two values, true or false, which we've done last week. And set your booleans to be true or false like this. Let's this variable name. Okay. Variable name, my true bool equals to true. Variable name, my false bool is equals to false. Booleans are named after English mathematician. Okay. a little bit of history there. Okay. You can't see my current screen. I'm not typing anything. Okay. I was just explaining something. I wasn't typing. Okay. So we'll just go for the operators. So we can compare operators and booleans. Operators are used to evaluate conditions by making comparisons that will create a boolean value. The following is a list of operators that are frequently used. So we have less than operator, less than or equal to. Okay, I think these are things that we already know. I won't teach, I won't go through this material like I will go through this material with a 5-year-old, but this material is broken down like a 5-year-old can be able to understand this. Okay, less than compares to values and returns true Boolean data type if the value on the left side is less than the right and then the right. Well, you already know that already. So we have greater than or equal to. Treat equality, compare two values and returns true Boolean data type if values on the right and left are equal and are the same data type. We went through this before. Inequality compares two values and returns the opposite Boolean value of what a strict equality operator would return. Okay, it's not equal to. So if you put 4 is not equals to 4 is not equals to 4. Okay, the number 4 is not equals to the number 4. If we use this operator, it will say true. Okay, it will be okay. 4 is not equal to 4. It will return false. To return a false Boolean value. But if you say 4 is not equals to 5, okay, it will return true. Okay. Okay, we can see some examples here. Okay, and you can, let me see if I can convert one of these to replics. So this is how the if statement is being written. So if, and then the condition will be inside parentheses, okay, and then you have open chord braces. That's where your the condition, if the condition is true, okay, or the true condition, we have false condition and true condition. So the true condition, you write the code here, and then if there are any false condition, we will go through where we can put the false conditions. Okay. Logical operators are often used to form the condition. So let current money, let laptop price. So if current money is greater than or equals to laptop price, then you can get a new laptop. But if your current money is less than or equal to laptop price, then save more. Okay, so let me see if replit is okay. Ah, you can't see the text on my screen. I already increased the size. I'm already on 100 here. Increasing it to 110. Okay. Let's make it 125. Okay. I think this should be visible enough. Let's make it 125. I think it should be 125 here too. Okay. is this visible enough? Okay, I would like to get your, this is not for product design, this is for Node.js. Okay, I'd like to get your response. I think this should be visible enough. Okay, so I can see some names here. So I'll just say let names, let's Zoe participant. By the way, let your variable names should be explicit. Let your variable names tell me what you're doing or um, what value you're storing inside the variable. Okay, let your variable name show it. If I'm going to be creating a function that that takes the attendance of people that attend Node.js office hour, okay, if I'm to write a function that will do that, my function name should be like Node.js attendance or attendance Node.js office hour. That should be the name of the function, so that if someone stumbles on your code, the person will know that this is what this is doing, even without reading your code. And even if the person does not understand programming, does not understand coding, the person should be able to say, okay, I'm seeing something that seems familiar to the layman. Okay, so let me say I want to write in a name of a Zuri somebody in a Zuri participant. Okay, like the one I want to do now. So you can see that my variable name tells it Zuri participant. So anybody can come and know that what this name I want to store here. Okay, the person is a Zuri participant. So permission to use your name, and let's start using it too. Okay, so let's say this is do participant one. I don't want to use objects. Okay, use objects to do it, but I'm just going to use variables. Objects, we can store multiple key value pairs in objects, but I just want to use variables for now. So zero participant one, I can just copy this and paste, 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 paste. Okay, zero participants, one, two, three, four, five. Okay, this is Tolu. Okay, I will wait. Have Olaringe. Okay, permission to use your name. So I'm just using names from the chat box. Okay, permission to use your names for this, for your first names. Okay, okay, this is it. Okay, so I can say if let's see the example that I was given here. I want to go through it similar. Oh, okay. And let's say let's NodeJs participants. Okay. Or let's just say maybe it's an object, but I'll just put it as a variable now. Okay. But normally, if I was to write a good, I'll make this an object. Okay. Or an array, list of an array containing many students, or basically, yeah. So let's say if 0 participants 2 is part of basically NodeJs part is equals to NodeJs participants, it should be able to or let us say let's put it this way. Zero participants. Let's take from one. Okay. It's not. Let's put it. Okay, it's equals to this NodeJs, but this it should be able to console dot log okay, basically this is supposed to basically input nothing. But from this example, this thing would basically input nothing. Okay, because it's NodeJs. We are putting this NodeJs as a Boolean variable, which is true. Okay, and not the name of a participant. If I had to put it's NodeJs, let me just say this is a one way of writing what they call it, writing codes, because the variable name does not explain, okay, what I'm going to be writing now. So that's why I say it's a wrong way. Okay. But if I'm to put it like this, okay, it works. Okay, it's NodeJs. I really don't want to go deep into codes that may confuse us at this time. Okay, I want us to take it step by step. There are some codes I could have written that could have made this statement true, and then it would, but it's a little complex for those that are beginners, so I wouldn't want to go into it. But I would fancy this example that was put here, and I will just copy it. Okay, I fancy the example that was put here, and let us just try it out here. I will comment this out. Okay, and I will put this here. Okay, I'll comment this so that I'll be able to use it. So if current money is greater than or equal to laptop price, I will say, from what we've learned so far, we can say Zuri participants 1 okay, and that means I have to take this out. Okay. There's another way we write, I don't know if it was missed. Okay, there's another way we write strings, and that's to use this backtick. The backtick is that if in your keyboard you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 0 in a straight line, okay, it's usually that key before 1. Okay, that's backtick. Okay, we use backtick when we want to add the variables, okay, to our codes. Okay, we use backtick when we want to add variables to our codes. This should work. Or let's try it without the variable name and see if it works. This should work. Okay. Why is it not working? Console.log. Let me try this. Let me know if it's from my code that it's not working. Okay, it's from my code. Okay. Current money is greater than zero. Okay, I think this is where the issue is coming from. We've not assigned values. So let's say current money is 200. Okay, 200, and laptop price. Let's say we're going for MacBook. Let us say MacBook is 500. Okay. If we want this, it's supposed to work. Oh, okay, it's going to input for us. Okay, let's change the laptop price. So let's make it true. So, okay, getting a new laptop. Okay, so we can use the backtick now. Okay, so we'll do this without okay, so it works. Okay, so we'll basically, how can you compare a string to a, okay, I'm not, okay, like I said, I'm not comparing the string to a boolean. I don't want a situation whereby the participants are confused. Okay. Okay. Why is the dollar sign not working? Let's do it this way. And that means, oh, okay. Let's do it this way. Okay. That this is it. Okay. Could not find name 0 participants. Sorry, 0 participants 1. Okay. We'll create a space here. 0 participants 1. Okay. So basically it runs, okay, by comparing greater than or equal to, if coin money is greater than. So this if current money price is 500,000, is still going to run. So they're getting a new laptop. Okay, but once it's less than, it's not going to run. Okay. But there's something that we can make this run. It's not giving anything in the console now. So we'll go back to the resource to look at what we have, okay, and then to make it run. And that is where we'll talk about, okay. So the first statement, conditionals we looked at is if statement. That's one we just went through. The second one will just be fast now, very fast, is if else statements. So in the case whereby this condition is not met, okay, in the case whereby current money is not equals to or equals to laptop price, what happens? Because we said if current money is greater than or equal to laptop price, it should console.log this. But in a situation whereby it's not equals to, what do we do? That's what this if else statement does. So basically what it's saying, okay, is you add the else statement to your if statement. That's if else statement. Okay, note is if else statement. Okay, so I'll just put else and I will go like this. Okay, and basically copy this console.log here and put getting, and I will just, okay, sorry, not getting. Okay, I can just put okay, I don't want to be sarcastic here. So let's put it this way. Okay. Okay. So basically, Tolu has to do something to be able to meet up with the, okay, to be able to get the laptop. Okay. Let's take for instance, we can change these operators. We talked about operators already. Greater than what, we can change it. Okay. Let us say if the reverse is the case. Okay, or it must be equal to, okay. We'll run it. If current money is equals to laptop money, consider of getting it. If it's not, so why it's not running? Okay, I think it's my network. That should, okay. So this should go and hustle. Okay. So basically, so this should go and hustle. Yeah. Okay, but let's say I want to go through that street equality sign, okay, that we did, okay. And let's say, let's put everything equals to. So with this, it would run. Solo is getting a Solo is getting a new laptop, okay. But I would make laptop price a string now, okay. I'll make it a string. Note, it does not give me any error as per, okay, syntax wise, it's correct. Okay, this is a string, this is a number, Okay, it's not giving me basically any error that I wrote anything wrongly. Everything is written very well. Okay, it's saying Tolu should go and hustle. Okay, because, and the reason is saying Tolu should go, despite his 200,000, 200,000, you can see that it's not giving me the accurate answer, the accurate console log statement. Okay, it's not logging out the accurate response that it ought to. Okay, because this is 200,000, 200,000. Okay, but because it's looking at the type also, it's looking at the type that this is a number and this is a string, and that's why it's not telling me Tolu should go and hustle, despite it's 200,000 here, 200,000 here. If I remove this one, it's also give me Tolu is getting a laptop. Okay, so now you see the difference, okay, in action. These are things that you ought to have played with last week. Okay, you ought to have played with the strictly equal to sign and then the equal to sign. But basically, this is how it looks like. Okay, we just have 5 minutes to go. If you have any questions concerning this, since we just have 5 minutes to go and may not be enough time to go through the questions, if you have any questions, please use the form. Okay, we will have to go now so that the next set of people that will be having their office hour by 4 o'clock can do so. Okay, thank you for joining us for this this section. So anytime we have a situation whereby there are not much questions to answer, there are no questions to answer from our office hour form, we'll be going through materials, some of the materials that you have, we'll be going through it together. Okay, we'll be going through it together, and let's just see how we can work with it. Okay, very important, these ternary expressions, they kind of just make your code short. They help in making your code short. Let them just chip it in. Ternary expressions, they make your code short. So just imagine if else statement that is like this, like big like this, someone just shorten it to one line. That's what ternary expressions do. You can shorten long codes to 5 lines of code to just 1 line of code, and then you get used to it basically. Okay, so like I said, when there are no questions in the question form, we'll go through the materials. For today, we went through this GitHub material. The next time we'll not go through GitHub material, we'll just go through one of the videos or one of the not videos, one of the materials. I'll look for a material line that just helps to explain what we're doing for that week, and we'll just go through it together. If you have questions, we use the questions, and that will be that. So thank you so much for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.